And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up. The locker room, they're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals.
Let's go, let's go!
Set, ready? 10-2 start.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
Ready?
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Blue draw corporate.
Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Hey!
Cut!
Now!
43's the mic. Too low, Cat. Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
Let's go!
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Hassan Reddick coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, 2nd-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, it's Grant.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes.
Here we go. 10 logo.
Check, 43. Check safety. Check. Big Dad.
Leo. Hurry. 5.
A first down carry for Barkley. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Check 43. Check, crunch.
Shoot.
On 2nd down, Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check 52.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we...
There goes Larry Fitzgerald, the 40. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Grant. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was this successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
That one good for 33 and a 1st. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
39 yards there, a big one. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
6-6, pull it high.
Check. Fresno.
You're out. Get it.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
No.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 6-yard line.
Watch the ship.
Ready.
Another try for Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
You got nothing.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
You got nothing. Watch that.
Here's Jones. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Remember with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season. 97% that is. And was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll run on 1st down. Grant. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Play fake. Murray. And his throw here is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's another of the Cardinal backs. This is David Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Watch the
At the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Barkley flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On the double.
Mike 54. Watch the run, watch the run. Check the backer, check the backer. Joker, joker, joker.
Rock it. And up.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On 4th down, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Check.
On first down, Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Okay, ready?
The mic, boy, 43. Check, 43.
There.
Coming this way. Here we go. Switch.
Big river.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Ready,
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Yep.
Mike's 43. Down to lose 1.
Go.
Here we go, let's bring it.
Hit it.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Not quite the success they had last play. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Throwing now is Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete. That's Bird. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On second down, it's Grant. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. A good, sustained drive. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Go.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Right here. Mike's 43.
Ready.
Jones now operating from the gun. Got a man, Slayton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Slam.
On the run, it's Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Sam off.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
22 jet bomber.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
You're out. Fine.
He'll get it up the middle, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Murray now to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push further out in front. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Get that quarterback. And on.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. That's complete to Slayton. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They begin the drive with Johnson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Murray. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. Murray now on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Murray now, 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray, he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 8 yards out, and the Cardinals push further out in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, lock it.
At the 22-yard line.
Get it.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Martin. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Switch.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Barkley, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Hicks in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Catch made by Slayton. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 30 yards there, and, of course, the first down as well. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Let's go, baby.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Score.
Check 24. Safe.
Deep grip.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Tie that left. Even.
Throwing on second and long. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf. Hey, orbit. 61, matchbox lights. Ready?
Here's Jones on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
SOS. Slam.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are back within a single score. So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hustle. Check. Go.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
To throw again on second down, Murray. By Playing time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. But, Charles, a one-score